That just gives me more time to pay off that debt while accruing money in my bank account. So when it comes time that I need to pay off that 0% APR card, hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Donald, where we talk about marketing, personal finance, entrepreneurship, and a little bit of psychology and how that all ties together. But before we get into the video, I want you to smash that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the video. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of How Money Works, Debt Management, because it's interesting. Now, to start off with some stats, 80% of American adults are in debt, 50% own a credit card, and that's 50% plus. And the average credit card debt per household is $8,284. When you look at the stats, it's pretty bad. 50% plus own a credit card, and 80% of American adults are in debt. So I am going to assume that a lot of people with credit cards are in credit card debt, or they have some student loan debt or some sort of debt that they got somewhere. So really this entire episode is all about debt management and managing that debt. Now, if you have a credit card debt and you're kind of in a bind, when I'm meaning kind of in a bind, that means you're paying huge amounts, and that's really preventing you from reaching your dreams or going after your dream because you have all these debts and it's suffocating you. If you're in that situation, then go and join our newsletter below, and we're always sending you tips and tricks and hints, and you're always welcome to reply to those emails. And just reply to that email, say you got some credit card debt and that you need help with managing that debt, because my financial advisor has partners, and we've got partners because we're working together, and they negotiate with credit card companies to reduce the debt and remove the interest with a payment plan. And if you want to know more, again, just reply to an email that you get from us, and we can take you along further to see what we can do together to get that out of your life, because nobody wants that in their life. So I got you, man. I got you. That's why I gave 3 fist bumps emojis instead of 1. First, make a list of what you owe. For example, credit cards, loans, interest rates, balances, monthly payments, monthly due dates. Make a list of everything that you owe. Don't make late payments. That ruins your credit score. And when your credit score is bad, that means that you can't apply for credit, or if you apply for credit, they give you some crazy interest rates, so it doesn't make sense. So don't make late payments. So to give you an example of why credit score is so important, whenever I apply for a credit card, it usually gets approved really quickly because my credit score is like 750 or something. So currently I am leveraging credit cards, and you could use credit cards to consolidate debt. So for example, if you have a credit card and you have like a $10,000 balance on it and you need to pay it off, then what you could do is get another credit card with a 0% intro APR. That means you don't pay interest on the balance on that credit card for a year, and you can just live off that credit card while just paying off the debt from the credit card that you owe money to. So that's what I'm doing. I recently applied for a Amex card, and it has a $15,000 spend. So that means I'm gonna see that as debt that I need to pay off. So what I'm doing is I applied for another credit card, but the difference is I have these credit cards. So using a Chase card, the Chase card has an intro of 0% APR. That means I'm not paying interest for the entire year. So I'm just gonna live off that credit card while I'm paying off the credit card with debt. And at the end of it, I know for a fact that 10K is just a couple paychecks away. So that just gives me more time to pay off that debt while accruing money in my bank account. So when it comes time that I need to pay off that 0% APR card, then I have the money in my bank to pay it off right away. So that's how we do credit card or debt consolidation. So with that said, do one debt at a time, either the highest interest rate or the smallest balance first. If you have a credit card with a balance and you kill off, and then you have one less thing to worry about. Otherwise, go for the one with the highest interest rate. And 4 is cancel subscriptions like Netflix. So stop using credit cards. You need to do that. If you have debt with credit cards, that means that financially irresponsible right now with credit cards. But you're watching these videos to educate yourself, and now you know you've got to stop using those credit cards. You're going to pay them off as quickly as possible. You won't be in this situation forever. And you won't be in the situation if you knew how to use credit cards correctly. But again, you won't be in the situation forever. We're going to get you out of that. Use credit cards correctly and you can profit immensely. Like I said, if I'm using credit cards to debt consolidate, to achieve sign-on bonuses, and that's how you could use it. Again, if you want to know how to do that, then join our newsletter and you get some tips and tricks on how to do that, because that's just too much to go into video right now. And 5, to eliminate debt, you can refinance your mortgages and car loans. So the 5th step, we're repackaging them into one, because the 5th step is just a slide, I think. So you gotta increase your cash flow. So make a budget, stick to it, refinance to try to get lower payments, retarget your cash to higher interest accounts and investments. Start a side hustle, start a side business, or own a business, because once you own a business, you can write off expenses. So if you think the channel Course Hack is just a YouTube channel, you are completely wrong. While it is the main thing that I do is YouTube videos, and it is a YouTube channel, I do have an LLC behind it. That is so that I can write off expenses. So, for example, if I'm traveling, or if I need to go to a hotel, I could just write it off as business expenses. So, if you do something like that, it can really just up your cash flow, and it's something to really consider. Again, if you want to learn how to do that, please just join our newsletter. We have all these ideas, and if you need help, ask us for help, because we're here to help. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not only you. 80% of American adults are in some sort of debt. So just you standing up and asking for help gives us some material on how to help other people like you, and we'll credit you for it too, right? If you haven't already, go down to our description below, join our newsletter, and please rate, comment, subscribe on our video and channel, and we'd highly appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.